Lo que pasa es... Oh, here we go. Another wild story I already know. It's that phrase you hear when something's amiss. An excuse is coming. Can't wait for this.
The thing of it is, I meant to deliver, but I got lost on the way floating down a river. Or maybe my dog ate all of my notes. Or aliens came and borrowed my boats.
Whatever the tale, I've heard it before. A circus of reasons, each one a bore. But listen, my friend, here's a little tip. Do what you say. Don't let things slip. For when lo que pasa comes into play, you're treading thin ice. What more can I say? Deliver as promised. That's my advice. Or you'll be the excuse not once, but twice. Ha 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 ha.
Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Time. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where I can't stop looking at the screen, and I'll tell you why in a second. Isn't that a beautiful picture? It has nothing to do with me. I'll explain that momentarily. First, our usual hellos. As you know, Coffee and Headlines is where we take a look at news and headlines from our city, state, and country. We take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions. We combine all this information and put it to good use so that we can best connect with each other and with our destination as a community of English-speaking locals. Now, what am I looking at? Well, yesterday, Daniel was here in the house. Daniel came and visited me. Daniel House came to visit me here at Casa Chaos. And of course, being a good friend that he is and a good supporter to Coffee and Headlines, he gifted me a hand-me-down webcam. And when I say hand-me-down, I don't mean to sound like it is not a good webcam. It is actually a great webcam. It's much better than the one that I was using. So I'm excited. Of course, the question is, where has this webcam been? Considering the fact that Daniel makes a living streaming events such as the Democratic National Convention or interviews for newscasters from CBS and NBC and this, that, and the other, and even Oprah Winfrey. The question is, this webcam has been where, I wonder? Well, I don't know the answers to that, but I'm happy to report that Daniel, our Daniel, will join me at the Spotlight this afternoon to tell us a little bit about his work, streaming live events from Golden Globes to Democratic conventions and whatnot. He has promised to share some interesting images and behind-the-scenes stories with us. So this will happen this afternoon at 4 o'clock in the Spotlight, and I'm so excited about that because I'm always happy to see what my dear friends are up to, and if it's something that I'm excited and proud of, I'm always happy to share. Okay, after all that, let's get started with our news. Oh, and Daniel also gifted me a new audio mixer, which I haven't installed yet, but hopefully this will be the end of crackling, occasionally crackling broadcasts. So I'll be working on that hopefully tomorrow or Friday. I'll keep you posted. So let's just dive into the news today. We have a couple of interesting things. The new Puerto Vallarta administration will take over in 6 days. 6 days, and it's all over for Morena, the party. So it was an unexpected surprise to many when former Mayor Luis Michel, along with his wife, former candidate for Mayor Chuyita Lopez, and their daughter, former candidate for Mayor wannabe, Flor Michel Lopez, stopped by City Hall for an unscheduled visit. Now, everybody's welcome at City Hall, of course, but there's a big difference between I am Joe Blow and I'm just here to take care of some paperwork and disrupting the whole operation with security guards and whatnot and showing up with your entire family. This is unexpected and unusual, particularly after the snafu that took place during the September 15 Independence Day ceremony, in which former Mayor Luis Michel was determined to be the mayor again and celebrate independence himself. Very weird. Later on in an interview, his wife Chuyita Lopez stated that they were there, and I quote, to check up on some last minute details and to prepare for what's next. I hope what's next is that they'll go on a long vacation, but that's just me. Boom, boom. And in other news, airport authorities have revealed that progress on the new airport terminal known as Terminal 2 or Terminal 2 is at 35% and confirmed that it will not be ready until 2026, which we already knew, but this is a question that comes up frequently. If you're planning on driving, I'm rather flying to Puerto Vallarta this upcoming holiday season, it will be business as usual in the usual terminal, but if there is a saving grace, there is new digital equipment, we've been talking about this, that allows you to go through customs fairly quickly. So just keep that in mind. And this is great news as well. The Ministry of the Environment and Natural Resources, also known as Semarnat, has declared 23 beach areas throughout the state of Jalisco as natural protected areas for the continued conservation of the sea turtle and other species as well. As such, these beach areas cannot be developed or otherwise be used for anything other than providing a safe refuge for these species. And that makes me very, very happy. And I hope it makes you very happy as well. Let me find my weathers. It's only one weather, Paco. There you go. Oh my goodness. Holy shit gibbon. It's sunny. I never saw shit gibbon before. In fact, I'm not even familiar with that expression. I'm going to have to look it up. It is 30 degrees out there. Humidity is at 75%, and our weather forecast for today says that we're going to enjoy mostly clear skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 18%, a high of 33, and a low of 24. Then tomorrow, we can expect a humid day with overcast skies plus some patches of sun shining through, a chance of rain of 30%, a high of 33, and a low of 25. And then, boom, 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 on Friday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 55%, a high of 33, and a low of 25. So this is our main block. I have a lot of other announcements that I wish to share with you, starting with a reminder of something that we mentioned yesterday. I haven't seen much written about this, but this seems important. This is a town hall organized by the U.S. Consulate in Guadalajara, along with local consular agent Kelly Trainer. This town hall here in Puerto Vallarta will be to discuss LGBTQI plus focused issues and concerns that include emergencies, embassy and consulate contacts, passports, voting, U.S. Social Security, and human trafficking. The meeting is open to all interested and will take place today at 4 o'clock at the Act 2 Theater. I've also been asked to mention this upcoming Blessing of the Animals to take place on Sunday, October 6th at Plaza Genovesa. It is organized by Christ Church by the Sea. And I want to share a little something that happened. And this is not intended to shame or anything. I got in touch with the person that sent this to me, and I said, well, I'm happy to mention it, but, you guys could also come on the spotlight and talk about it. And the response that I got was, this is a small event, so we don't think it's worthy of an interview. And I have to say, sorry, I'm sorry to hear that you think that your event is not important enough. I think in my book, every event is important. And if this particular event is not important, well, Christ Church by the Sea must be a wonderful community of people that get together and pray and have services and do all kinds of wonderful other things. So my invitation to you and to anyone is to, think globally and don't take for granted that people out there know who you are or know what you bring to the table. Every event is important, and my hope is that friends from this particular organization or any other organization will feel excited to share news about what they're up to with us through the spotlight in the future. And of course, we wish them good luck and great success with this animal blessing. Moving right along, if you like Carl's Jr. burgers, you would be happy to know that they have announced a 2-for-1 burger promo that is valid through the rest of the year. It has a catch, but I think it's worthy of consideration if you like their burgers. You can get the 2-for-1 burger deal only during NFL, which is the National Football League, Monday Night Football, starting at 5 p.m. And the burgers that they are promoting are their famous star with cheese and jalapeno burger. So if you're near Carl's Jr. and it's a Monday after 5 and you're craving, then you can get this 2-for-1 deal. I don't mind the occasional Carl's Jr. burger from time to time, especially when I go to Macro Plaza because they have a new or fairly new location right there. Moving right along, if you have plans to visit Mexico City in the near future and have some flexibility when it comes to dates, you may want to I hear the buzzing. But not for long, Satan. Stop it. Okay, there you go. If you have plans to visit Mexico City in the near future and have some flexibility when it comes to dates, you may want to keep the city's stunning alebrije parade in mind. The annual event will take place on Saturday, October 19, starting at noon at El Zócalo. After the parade is over, the alebrijes will be on display along Paseo de la Reforma until November 3rd. And there's a competition. You not only have a bunch of huge alebrijes going by, the top prize winner will receive 70,000 pesos in cash. So this is a beautiful parade. It happens once a year, close to Day of the Dead, and it's happening. So if you're going to be there, definitely make it a point to enjoy this event. Okay, moving right along, of all places, we keep track of these crocodile sightings just because, hey, we live in a place where there's a lot of crocodiles. But of all places, how did this tiny crocodile find its way to a busy subway station in Mexico City recently? That's a good question. And I don't have an answer. All I know is that security personnel spotted it and grabbed it and took it to safe refuge rather. But that was unexpected. And let's see, as Thanksgiving approaches, so does Mexico's El Buen Fin, which is a Black Friday equivalent with all kinds of deals in shopping and lodging and transportation throughout the country. El Buen Fin will take place November 15 to 18, and I will leave you with the website for their official website, along with the news source for this information. In case you're looking for great deals, it's often a good time to shop for appliances and to get less expensive hotel reservations or airline tickets and whatnot. So that is coming up, and I already told you about the spotlight this afternoon, which should be a lot of fun. And of course, I am almost done with Great Mexican Songs Volume 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be songs about wishful dying. There's going to be songs about subversion, songs that address discrimination, basic, beautiful love songs, all with lyrics in Spanish, all very popular among Mexican nationals. And we'll go through the lyrics and discuss what they mean, but also the cultural context of these songs and how some of the lyrics may seem shocking to English speaking ears, but are perfectly natural and okay in Mexican ears. Oh my God, I'm tempted to give away something, but I will not. I will resist the urge. I have one more thing to show you, and this may seem to have nothing to do with Puerto Vallarta, but you never know. This is a headline that caught my attention from Vox. Is making friends as an adult really hard, or is it just me? I haven't read it yet, but I'm definitely curious about this one, as I know that the friendship thing can be challenging as we get older. So I'll give it a good read, and maybe you will give it a good read as well. And let's look at your comments. Lots of good mornings, which I appreciate. Boom, 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 boom. Da, da, da. Thank you for that, Jim. It's great to read you. And every time I hear about new connections made and new ideas, it just fills my soul. So the fact that you're planning on doing the walk we did to La Playita makes me smile from ear to ear. Thank you for sharing. Eric, I am so sorry I couldn't connect with you yesterday, but I've been swamped with preparing for tomorrow's presentation. I hope you enjoyed yourself at the office. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what else. We have many, many good mornings. Thank you very much for that. Oh, how fun. Safe flights, Kelly, who just boarded her flight back, your flight back. What is the first thing that you're going to do when you reach Puerto Vallarta? When you drop your bags and you're like, I'm here. Feel free to let us know. Thank you for that, Trudy. I'm glad you enjoyed yesterday's walking tour. Again, I will upload it separately to YouTube in the next few days so that you can enjoy it aside from all our commentary. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what this means. Bad penny keeps turning up. And it has a Q, so it's meant for me to comment. Vicky, I'm a little lost. Feel free to elaborate. I watched the video on the Maya train on YouTube. Awesome information. That's great, Paula. There's a number of videos out there that are starting to appear, and I hope that the Maya train will be very, very successful. Mark says, score 1 for the turtles. Absolutely. That makes me so very happy. Tony says, que sinvergüenza is a good word for the cluster. You know, I will add that to Adora's poetry list. Sinvergüenza literally means without shame or shameless, and it is a great word. It feels good when it comes out of your mouth, and sometimes it needs to be used. Thank you very much for the suggestion. Da, 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 da. Hello, Carmen. This Saturday is the last day for Chiles en Nogada to go. So that means that tomorrow at noon is the last chance you have for ordering chiles en nogada from Oculto. You order tomorrow at noon at the latest, and you can pick them up on Saturday at noontime. So there you have it. Thank you very much for the reminder, Carmen. This is a great deal. And here is another one. Thank you, Kathy. Regarding finding friends, I find it easier the older I get, as I now know who I am and what kind of person I want to surround myself with. Find your tribe. You know, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Kathy. And I am so glad that's the way you feel. I know from certain friends that I have that some people don't find it as easy. So for those of us that sometimes struggle to open up, hey, you know, keep trying. There is a tribe for everyone out there, and there are like-minded friends out there for everyone. The old mayor keeps turning up. We have a description of folks like this. A bad penny. Okay, so that was what the expression was. A bad penny. Thank you very much. Bad penny keeps turning up. Interesting. Thank you. I am always so happy to learn new expressions. Let's see. Politicians are bad pennies. Oh my God. Don't get me started. Again, I am positive or stay optimistic for good changes coming up in the new administration. Let's hope that's the case. And let's see. This brings us to the end of today. Yay! We made it through another broadcast. It's time to get back to the grind and continue working, producing content, which makes me very happy. As always, if you haven't, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, give a thumbs up, share the information that we share here with your friends and loved ones. Every little effort goes a long way to keeping us going. And of course, if you found something that is truly useful, something that changed your day or made you smile a little bit, consider supporting our broadcast. All the options are located up here, from a little cup of coffee, which goes a long way, to an actual monthly or annual membership. We very much appreciate your support. And this brings us to the end for today. So stay happy, enjoy this Wednesday, and I'll see you either this afternoon at the Spotlight or maybe tomorrow morning. Remember, if you want to join us live, you can do so in person at the Joint Boutique Hotel at the coffee shop. So see you this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Take care.